नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आजच्या या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण 1.5 या धड्याचे वर्कशॉप पाहणार आहोत. नेकलेस. Do you like jewelry and ornaments? Yes, I like jewelry and ornaments. I use ornaments occasionally. Do you like to dress up for special occasion? How do you do that? आपल्याला विशेष प्रसंगी खास पोशाख करायला आवडते का? आपण ते कसं करता? Yes, I like to dress up for special occasion. I have special dresses made for special occasions which I do not use daily. Question number 3. What makes a person happy and confident during स्पेशल फंक्शन्स अँड पार्टीज? विशेष कार्यक्रम आणि समारंभादरम्यान एखाद्या व्यक्तीला आनंद आणि आत्मविश्वास कशामुळे मिळतो? प्रॉपर ड्रेस, हेअरस्टाईल्स अँड सुटेबल ऑर्नामेंट्स मेक्स अ पर्सन हॅपी अँड कॉन्फिडंट ड्युरिंग द स्पेशल फंक्शन अँड पार्टीज. टॉकिंग अबाउट माय सेल्फ. In this question, there is two parts. One is real self and another is imaginary persona. First of all, we will see real self. Hi, I am Chaitanya Harne. I am 15 years old. I study in 10th standard. I am tall and thin. I stay with my parents and younger sister at our flat in Aurangabad. I study at Aman High School, Aurangabad. I go to school by cycle in the morning and came back at 1 p.m. My grandparents visit us every month. I love them very much. Our neighbor is Kadam, uncle and auntie. Kadam auntie is an excellent cook. Her son is my close friend. We go to school together. I like to play Kho and chess. I love to eat Puran Poli, but I hate Karela. I collect stamps and play guitar, which are my hobbies. I like reading books and writing poems. I don't like to play games on my computer. Now let's see imaginary persona. Hi, I am Varsha Kale. I am tall and fit. I live with my parents and brother in Pune. I study in girls' high school. I have many friends. I have friendly neighbors. My uncle also stay nearby. I love sports and video games. I am good at cricket and kabaddi. I don't like to read books, but I find comics very interesting. Now let's see English workshop. Question number 1. Write who said it and to whom. A. Look, here's something for you. Answer. Mathilde's husband Mr. Loisel said to Mathilde. Why? The dress you go to the theater in? Answer. Mathilde's husband Mr. Loisel said to Mathilde. C. I could rather not go to the party. Answer. Mathilde said to Mr. Loisel. D. Choose, my dear. Madame Forestier said to Mathilde. You have nothing else. Answer. Mathilde asked to Madame Forestier. F. Would you lend me this? Just this? Answer. Mathilde asked to Madame Forestier. G. What? How? That's impossible. Mathilde's husband, Mr. Loisel, said to Mathilde. Question number 3. Write a few lines about what Mathilde had and what she dreamt about. Mathilde lived in a shabby, poorly furnished house. She had plain dresses and no jewels, as it was difficult to afford better things. She always dreamed for grand palatial mansions with vast rooms and inviting smaller rooms perfumed for afternoon chat with close friends. She longed for recognition, to be known, understood and loved by all. She wished to be married to an aristocrat. Question number 4. Write what do you think about the following thoughts and actions of Mathilde. Number A. Mathilde was beautiful and so she wanted to marry an aristocrat. She was absolutely right. She deserved to be married to a nobleman. Mathilde was sad because she did not get any luxuries. Though she was charming, she had to marry a minor official. He was not able to provide luxurious as his income was limited. Mathilde should have been happy and not sad for luxurious life. C. Mathilde felt that her house was shabby and poorly furnished. It was really not so, but Mathilde thought so. It depends upon a housewife how to keep her house pleasant and clean. She only dreamt of luxurious life and forgot her duties as housewife. D. Mathilde wanted other people to envy her. She was a boastful woman of her beauty and charm. Some women think that other women should envy them. It is natural instinct of human beings, and as a charming lady, Mathilde was no exception. Mathilde was not to see the invitation. Mathilde had no beautiful, attractive dresses, so she was not happy to see the invitation. Mathilde wanted a new dress for herself. She was a charming woman, so she thought that she must have a new dress for herself. Mathilde borrowed a diamond necklace from her friend and wore it to the party. She was fond of jewels and would not attend the party without jewels. So she borrowed a diamond necklace from her friend. She wanted to attract other people's attention to her. Mathilde lost the necklace. Mathilde danced wildly at the party and was floating in a cloud of happiness. She was not aware of the necklace and she did not know how she lost it. Question number 5. Prepare a formal invitation using the following format. Invitation: Mr. and Mrs. Ravi Sagre, request the pleasure of your company on the occasion of the 60th wedding anniversary of their parents on Sunday, 1 May, venue Suman Hall, Shivaji Nagar, Aurangabad 431001. Time 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. onwards. Note: no present please. Question number 6. Read the phrases. The necklace, an error, all these things, another woman, one evening, her husband. वरील सर्व शब्दातील नाउन्सपूर्वी आपल्याला काही शब्द आढळतात. ते नामांपूर्वीचे शब्द आपण कोणत्या नामाविषयी बोलत आहोत हे स्पष्ट उल्लेख करून सांगतात. अशा प्रकारे नाउन फ्रेजच्या अगोदर वापरलेल्या शब्दांना डिटर्मिनर्स, व्याप्तिवाचक शब्द म्हणतात. डिटर्मिनर्समध्ये उपपदे ए, एन, द, सर्वनामांची स्वामित्वदर्शक विभक्ती, षष्ठी विभक्ती, माय, अवर, युअर, देअर, हर, हीज इत्यादी. तसेच धिस, दॅट, मच, मेनी, ऑल आणि संख्या या प्रकारच्या शब्दांचा समावेश असतो. राईट युअर फ्रेजेस यूजिंग ईच ऑफ टाइप्स ऑफ डिटर्मिनर्स. आर्टिकल्स: द स्कूल ड्रेस, अ मीटिंग हॉल, an error. Possessive pronoun: my pen, your school, your book, his bag. Demonstrative: this video, that tree. Quantifiers: much sugar, more people. Question number 1. Spot and circle the error in the following sentences. Then rewrite the sentences after correcting them. A. But they could not found it. Answer: but they could not find it. B. You must write to your friend. You must write to your friend. C. At the end of 1 week, they have lose all hope. Answer: at the end of 1 week, they have lost all hope. D. He would borrow the rest. Answer: he would borrow the rest. E. You should have written it sooner. Answer: you should have returned it sooner. F. And this life lasted for 10 years. Answer: and this life lasted for 10 years. G. No, I am Mathilde Loisel. Answer: no, I am Mathilde Loisel. H. Madame Forestier were stunned. Answer: Madame Forestier was stunned. Complete the following table. Utterance: who said it, to whom, when. Number 1. I touched it in the hall at ministry. Mathilde said to her husband after discovering the loss of necklace. Number 2. It will give us time to look some more. Mr. Loisel said to Mathilde after losing the necklace and not being able to find it. Number 3. I might have needed it. Madame Forestier said to Madame Loisel when Mathilde returned the necklace late. Number 4. You must made a mistake. Madame Forestier said to Mathilde when Mathilde spoke to her. Number 5. Well, I lost it, Mathilde said to Madame Forestier when revealing the past story. Number 6. Mine was an imitation, Madame Forestier said Mathilde when Mathilde told her that she replaced the diamond necklace she borrowed from her. Write what you think about the following thoughts and actions of Mathilde. A. Mathilde despaired over the loss of her necklace. Answer. Mathilde was full of regret and repentance, fear and anxiety. B. Mathilde wrote a note to her friend as dictated by her husband. Answer. So that they could get more time for finding the necklace. C. Mathilde and her husband decided to replace the necklace. Answer. So that Mrs. Forestier would not come to know about the loss of necklace. D. Mathilde returned the diamond necklace to her friend. Answer. Even though it involved tremendous stress on them. E. Mathilde did not tell her friend about the loss of replacement. Answer. Perhaps she was afraid to reveal the episode for fear of being criticized or even chastised by her friend. F. Mathilde worked very hard to pay the debt. Answer. She wanted to bear the consequence of her irrational action, her ambitiousness and craze for luxurious living which drove her into borrowing the necklace. G. Mathilde and her husband paid off the debt in 10 years. Answer. It shows their honesty and ethical sense. H. Mathilde told her friend about the lost necklace. Answer. Once out of debt, Mathilde wanted to tell her friend that she was indirectly responsible for all miseries because it was the ill-fated necklace which was responsible for everything. Question number 4. Discuss how second part of story could have been different. Write your storyline in the form of bullets showing the main events. Answer. Lost the necklace. Tried to search but in vain. Decided to replace the necklace. Bought a new one. Mathilde returned it to her friend. Started working hard to pay the debt. Her friend visits her and tells that hers was an imitation. Returns the real necklace. Mathilde happy. Question number 5. Imagine what must have happened after Mathilde's friend discovered that the diamonds were real. Do you think she would return it to Mathilde? Would that make Mathilde happy? Answer. Yes. She would have returned it to Mathilde after knowing that it was a real diamond necklace. She will do so because of true friendship. Surely it will make Mathilde happy. Question number 6. Discuss and write in your own words. A. What would you do if something like this happens to you? Answer. I will go to my friend and tell him the real fact and promise to return the lost thing. Of course, I will return it in a specific time limit. B. What opinion do you form about Mathilde's husband from the story? From story, I form a good opinion about Mathilde's husband. He is considerate and loving husband who tried to make his wife happy. He worked hard to pay the debt on time. He never got angry or scolded his wife. C. Which part of the story changed Mathilde's life? Answer. The loss of borrowed necklace changed Mathilde's life. She had to work very hard to pay back the debt.